friends. Today we are going to learn about a brand new artist who loves to create out in nature just like I do. Andy Goldworthy is a British sculptor, photographer, and environmentalist. He is most well known for his land sculptures and land art in natural and urban settings. A natural setting would be a forest or a desert, and an urban setting might be something like a sidewalk or a stairwell. Do you know what an environmentalist is? An environmentalist is someone who cares for the environment or the earth and encourages others to do the same. How do you think that making beautiful art in nature helps support being an environmentalist? Let's take a look at how Goldsworthy creates his work in nature. Goldsworthy studies an area that he likes and then collects groups of supplies. He then uses the environment that he's in to create sculptures or artwork. Goldsworthy is also a photographer. Because his work is delicate, he has to consider the weather, humans, and animals. His art is very fragile, so he also photographs his art for display later on in his studio. Let's go ahead and make some land art. First, you need to collect your supplies. I suggest collecting groups of things that look alike or similar. So things with the same color or the same texture, or maybe something that could create great lines. Those are all, you want to set those out into groups so that you have them easily as you're building your land art. Then find an area that you want to create in and clear the spot. Make sure that there's nothing poisonous around or that you're not in the way of anybody or near a road or in the middle of a trail. You want to choose something that's off to the side and a place where it's safe for you to work. You're going to clear the area out, and then you're going to go ahead and sort your supplies into groups. So I've sorted my supplies into pine needles, sticks, different little weeds that I found that all looked alike, leaves, pine cones, 2 different kinds of flowers, some bark, and different sized and colored stones. Then you're going to choose a focal point. So that's what you want to be at the center of your artwork, or what you want your artwork to start with. That may change. Sometimes when I'm building things, as I get going, I decide that I don't want that in the middle anymore, but it gives me a starting place. So I've got a couple things here that I thought might be good to use. I had a big stone, and I liked this Y-shaped branch. It looks like it came possibly off the tree that we're next to. So I thought that that would be a good way to work and start my land art. So you're going to start with your focal point piece. I'm going to move these off to the side so that they're not right in our road. And you're going to start with your focal point. And I think I'm going to come out from the tree. I was thinking I might want to make a heart. I'm always finding hearts in nature when I'm hiking, and so I thought it might be fun to create our land art inspired by that. So I'm going to start with this stick that has a natural Y shape anyhow, and then build out from there. finished my finished land art, I actually started with the idea of a heart in mind, but more and more I saw my last initial, the Y, coming out from the tree, and this tree really reminds me of my husband and our hikes together. So it kind of changed the inspiration for it, kind of adapted as we went to what I was making. So I'm just really excited with how this came out, and I'm excited to see what happens when I leave it here. I oftentimes wonder if people will add to it, or if animals will take things from it, or if the wind and rain will just wash it away. We're going to make sure to get some really nice photographs of it so that we can kind of save it forever, and make sure that you do the same. Get some photographs of it so that you can print it out and hang it on your wall, and also make sure that you send it to me so that I can see it as well. I'm so excited to see all of these. Couple safety reminders when you're doing this project. Remember, be aware of any poisonous plants that might be in the area, and be sure to not touch them. Make sure that you're in a safe place and that you're not disturbing any traffic, shall we say, or even animals. You don't want to disturb animals or plants that are growing in an area or living in an area. You want to make sure that you're safe and that they're safe as well. And finally, we want to just make sure that you ask if you're going to pick something. If you're in your backyard and you want to pick something from a neighbor's yard, make sure you ask first. And finally, make sure you take a picture and send it to me. Have a great time, art friends.
Hi, awesome art friends. Charlotte and I thought that you might like a mini land art or land sculpture challenge. And so here's what you need. You need to think of what you want to make. Okay, is it a fierce bug? Is it a cute bug? We're gonna make bugs today. Step 2, you need to go outside and collect all the nature things that you might need to make your insect or your bug. And step 3, go ahead and clear an area and build your insect art or your bug art or your sculpture art. Remember, the difference between flat art and a sculpture is a sculpture you can walk all the way around. Okay? So go ahead and gather up your things. Charlotte and I are going to show you how it's done. And while you watch, here are 5 fun facts about bugs.
A fruit fly is the first living thing to go to space. A bee's wings beat 190
times a second.
times a second.
Number 3.
Number 3, a caterpillar has 12 eyes. Why do I keep saying caterpillar?
Oh goodness. How about number 4?
A butterfly drinks taste with its feet.
He tastes with his feet.
Can we do that?
Gross. And number 5 is grasshoppers.
Grasshoppers lived before dinosaurs.
You got it. Nature mandalas are another neat thing that you can create as land art. Sophia's here to help me create one for you. The steps to making a mandala are really, really simple. You go out and you collect a bunch of nature supplies and then clear an area to create your mandala. You're going to separate your supplies into piles of like things. Look for things with matching texture, matching colors, matching shapes, like things. Then you're going to start in the middle with a focal point and build around from there. Remember, a mandala is a circle, so it's going to repeat itself over and over and over. We call that in art class a concentric circle. Here are some things that you might want to know about a mandala. First off is mandala is actually the Sanskrit word for circle. Second thing is mandalas originated in Buddhist cultures, but also are found in Christian and Celtic art, and even used in just modern coloring books now, right? And finally, a mandala is a geometric artwork that shows radial symmetry, meaning it's the same on all sides. You can cut it any which way and it's always going to be the same. Remember, I don't know what I was going to say there. Ready? Okay, no TV tomorrow. You ready? No, what are you doing? That's not...
Grasshoppers lived before dinosaurs.
You got it.
Wait, that's a thing? Then I
Okay,
would
that's it.
never want to live because I'm scared of grasshoppers. And butterflies. I'm scared of most bugs.
Cut whenever, like 10 minutes ago.